the latest sort of move up is being triggered by what I call an AI gold rush. So this is the interesting thing, which is that in a gold rush, very few people actually find gold, right? But the people who are making what we call the sort of picks and shovels, they do very well, right? Because you're looking for gold, so you need the picks and shovels. So at the moment, the sort of picks and shovels, are genuinely producing good earnings. Obviously, there's Nvidia, there's the other chip makers. But the question is, are the rest of these companies going to find gold? And that's a sort of one of the big questions for 2024. And we're going to see it either in their earnings, we're going to see some sort of benefit of AI investment, or we want to see continued capex in the AI space to keep this going. And that's the sort of big question. But I'm a little bit sort of skeptical of this, because I think that the sort of benefits of generative AI, there are going to be benefits, but is there a sort of a bit too much hope and hype based on what we saw last year? That's really the big question that has to be answered in the coming weeks and months.
That's a fair question, and particularly as we approach quite a lot of earnings from all of these big tech companies. What sort of expectations really do you have on terms of what we're likely to hear from all of the big US tech firms as they report their latest numbers?
Again, this is quite interesting, because last year people saw this as a sort of homogeneous play, that you should just really buy these top 7 companies and they're all going to go up, and they're all going to be winners. But it's clear that maybe they aren't all going to be winners, and there's going to be much more sort of heterogeneity in the performance. So there will be, potentially 1 or 2 really big winners, but not necessarily all of them. So I think that's going to be another key thing to look out for, is that which ones, if any, are the winners, and which ones are going to be lagging. For example, it's really, we're not really seeing any sort of clear evidence that Apple's going to be a big winner. Microsoft might be, and obviously Nvidia's been the big winner so far. Can that continue? So that's really another big question, is that are these all these companies worth buying, or is it really just 1 or 2 that are if any, that are going to win? And how the fundamental question is, how do you monetize it? How do you monetize generative AI? It's really unclear. No one's really answered that question yet. So there's a lot of sort of hope and hype built in.
And there's